And hello everybody, today we are going to be commentating on the professional tournaments next. Or this is gonna be round 3 and 4. We're gonna of course again stream with a delay as that is per usual. So that the teams are gonna play fair and square. And yeah, I guess that's enough of an introduction. Let me just get stuff ready and then we can already start. So we still have a couple of minutes until we're gonna start, and I'm just gonna announce that I'm streaming again because for some reason the bot did not notify. So let's do it ourselves. Go. Let's post it now. And so just close this already to just understand or get back into what happened last week. This is the current standings. Legion and Raid unbeaten so far. Souls them are not won a match yet. And today we are again going to be watching Endgame making their way through the group stage. And we're gonna be first off facing off against Loka, and after that against A. The other games are gonna be streamed by Aminet, Rip, and of course Fujit. Fujit's stream being the one that is giving points today, so if you want to earn some coins, go over to the Blitz portal and you can get your coins there by watching the stream. You won't get them watching on YouTube. Yeah, we're just basically waiting for the games to start now. Gonna be in 2 minutes. I don't think there's really a lot to talk about. So yeah, I hope that you're all hyped for today. I'm hoping that everything is gonna go well. Let me just open up the stream on my phone as well, so that we can have it as well, so I have somewhat of an eye on it. Plan for today is basically I'm commentating on the games, of course. When the games are done and we wait for the next ones to start, I'll probably play a couple games in between. Definitely not rating, gonna take too long. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that everything is gonna go fine. Everything seems to be fine. My bitrate is working out nicely. And we should be starting up fairly soon here. 30 seconds. We are gonna get an invite towards the room, then we can of course have a look at the teams again, the map, and everything else. Really looking forward to these matches. Especially G versus Loka will be quite interesting as well. should get a room invite any second now. As you can see, not here, actually. Oh, I pressed on the evil list. Please don't crash my game. Fujit is now streaming. They've changed it so that only the stream that will give coins will be shown here. So all the others would not be there at all, sad. Room is now open. And in battle? Excuse me, did I miss something here? Oh no. Oh no. This is awkward. I didn't see the invite. Should have paid more attention. We're gonna miss the first match because I was not paying attention. God damn it! I want to punch myself. I am so sorry. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. The room invite was already there. Oh no, this is unbelievable. You know, I was hoping for nothing to go wrong today as I'm streaming on a higher bit rate. And immediately as I hope that this happens. So we're basically gonna have to sit here for maybe the next 5 minutes. We don't know how this game is gonna go. Oh, no. Well, I guess we can have a look at the lineups, right? So we have EG here, who's playing with double IS4, double E5 and a 113. And 2 Sheridans. Seemingly gonna go up. Maybe play in the middle, play with the caps. And Loka here with double Sheridan and quadruple. Or wait, no, quintuple IS5, IS4. So very heavy based here in terms of armor. God. Ah, no. So I'm assuming that both teams will probably send their Sheridans up, early spotting, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, chat. Oh no. I guess we could have a look at the map, right? Nicolas out. It seems that he died. The game is over. Alright, that was quick. So EG and Loka won game number 1. Unfortunately, due to my stupidity, we missed that game entirely. So yeah, I have to apologize for that. But let's have a look at the map first. So on this map you usually see either a focus on B and A, whether where you spawn is unimportant, and or you take your starting cap that is near your spawn and go full on to C. So yeah, I'm assuming to see some Sheridans again, a lot of armor as well. City worked out quite nicely the last couple of times. So it's gonna be interesting to see. And EG has their lineup ready here. Triple mouse, 1 E100, double IS4 and a Sheridan here. Whilst Loka seemingly going for the same lineup again with double Sheridan, quintuple IS4. So they're not changing anything. I think they might have changed who's sitting in what tank. But of course here endgame going with a lot of hit points and a lot of armor. So they're gonna have an tank advantage in terms of hit points already from the get-go. Of course EG Def Loka has the mobility advantage there with those two Sheridans. And let's jump right into, for us, game number 1, for them game number 2. And I really have to apologize so that I just it feels so. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's get back to focus as we watch EG with a triple mouse E100, double IS4 and a Sheridan versus quintuple IS4 and double Sheridan here. And EG immediately making their way towards the city. Especially here in his Sheridan, immediately going down from the hill. General, he is gonna get A, the Sheridans are going to cap C. Rashford and Orca and their mouses have been spotted. Rocket already came in and bounces. Cap A has been taken here from endgame. Cap advantage here, of course, for Loka and Orca here, and Rashford both taking a Sheridan hit. And now entering B. Loka here very passive, have sent Allison here in the corner to hold. Baron in the city as their last resort, and 3 IS4s up, who are now slowly coming down again. Have pressure here now on Loka, but the HP are starting to bleed. On the side of endgame here, Orca already down to 2000 hit points. One Sheridan there already in the spawn of endgame, Spessy still holding that. Baron here taking a shot from Nicola. Takes one back from him as well. Hawkeye here has to be careful. Karolek trying to rocket him, but not working out. Edgar in his E100 here trying to fend off Ariana. And it's working out for now. We seem to be having FPS issues once again, unfortunately. HP advantage here is still in favor of endgame, but going back and forth. General here has taken a lot of damage. The 2 Sheridans here are gonna flank in and are gonna go down on Orca here, who's taken most of the fire so far. Rico here and No Party both in the middle, trying to push and put some more pressure onto Orca, who's trying his best to hold here. Spassy in the back, the points are ticking even more against Loka here. 830 points already. The push now onto the 2 mouses here with their IS4s. Lego here pushing onto Nico in his IS4. Baron here also has to be careful, down to 500 hit points. Spassy already out in his Sheridan. Nico here, the first one to fall right after Baron. Hit points still in favor of endgame. Guns now in favor of endgame. And the points are just ticking down. General here trying to turn around Rashford now out of this game as well. And the Sheridan here getting absolutely annihilated. And this is probably the game for endgame here. Rico absolutely cornered here in between 2 mouses and Lego in his IS4. And the points are ticking here. Edgar still holding back Karolek and defending Cap A. Rico now out of this game. Orca still alive. Survivor here trying to put one more in. Will penetrate. Karolek here now coming from the back, putting A rocket into the house and Allison here taking a lot of damage. Now down to one shot. But it's game for endgame. Tying on Middleburg. Great game here by endgame. Those mouse pushes there. Orca surviving for way longer than he should have. Taking quite a bit of damage there from the Sheridans. Edgar and Spessy here holding the back of endgame, who basically carried it all with their hit points. The Ice Force here just not a DPM to chew through these mouses. It's not an easy task and endgame there. Just with the better execution. And we jump right into the next map here, which is gonna be Canal. And Canal is one of those maps where you have 4 caps instead of 3, giving you a bit more versatility. Usually, if you are looking from green spawn, you have C and D, which you are gonna cap. From red spawn, A and B. And then it's basically who is gonna get into a cap of someone else, or kill someone so that you can get the point lead. Or it just all goes differently, but that's how it usually happened on this map. You rarely see super heavies like mouses, usually maybe only in C and B, a lot of IS4s, some cooldowns. We could see some E5s and FVs here. Of course, Sheridans are going to be prominent. And let's have a look at the lineups here. On the side of endgame, we have double Batchat, double 140, so a very light already. 1 grill, a 268 and 1 IS4. Only 1 heavy tank here for endgame, but a lot of mobility. And Loka going with 1 Sheridan, triple E5, double IS4 and 1 grill. So mobility definitely on the side of endgame with the firepower, but the HP just way in favor of Loka. And it's gonna be quite interesting to see how both teams are gonna react to each other, as they are so different lineups. Double TDs and double Batchat and 140 is something you don't really see anymore in this meta. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how endgame is gonna put this to use. But if you just have a look at the top, the HP difference here is already 3000 from the get-go. So these TDs and Russian mediums will have to work. And Lego here in his IS4, the only heavy tank, will have to tank most of the fire here. Edgar already pushing to A. Loka deciding to go for a DB position here. Endgame completely neglecting C. Orca here is gonna move up. Is gonna spot Survivor here once he peeks out. Might actually see these E5s and does so. Gets into B as well. A really good play here from Orca. Points are now in favor of endgame, but Orca takes a crap ton of damage here. Carolek, Survivor and Allison all getting one shot into him. Down to 400 hit points already. Point lead for endgame. And Sheridan here already in endgame spawn. He is gonna spot Rashford, is gonna spot Lego once he moves up a bit. And the hit points now way in favor of Loka, with now nearly 4000. Okay, here trying some blind shots. The TDs of course have to properly work, especially here in his grill. And Nicola already on the ridgeline. But nothing is spotted yet. Now if we have a look over here already, Nico already on to C. Is probably soon going to enter it. Allison now spotted again. The Sheridan back here is gonna see Lego in a moment. Yep. He is probably gonna take one from the Sheridan as well. Lego here taking one from the grill. Takes another one. Nico here trying to get into C. Gets punished for it. Already down to 1400 hit points. And endgame here able to get some hit points back. But Lego now also down to half hit points. Tank that should tank the hits. Already this far down. Nico here without a gun as well. Not gonna be very accurate. And it is a very stale fight here. Edgar now spotting out against Survivor. Rashford's just holding there in the middle, giving some spotting. And the Sheridan now has been spotted. General is repositioning here. He's gonna back up Lego. Not a lot is happening. Allison keeps getting spotted here from Rashford. Sheridan here making a very dangerous play. Allison taking one from Orca there in his bad chat. You can see here the Sheridan could easily take one from the grill if he just peeks out a bit too far. And it's a very interesting push here from Loka now into C, sending two E5s and a Sheridan with Nico in support. They are gonna get C here. No way around that. The Sheridan here taking a lot of damage. Shadow leg there, bouncing on Lego. Cap pressure now on endgame. Cap C has been taken. Hit points down to 3000 difference here. And endgame seems to be rotating here. Going towards base C. Loka now trying to draw back their E5s. Into C. Might get outspotted here by Edgar in general. Oh, Rico spotted here. Nico as well and Allison. Edgar has seen them all. Some shots have been traded here. Rashford missing the shot onto Rico. Gets tracked on the way out. And is now in cover. Points keep ticking down here. Endgame not really in a good position. Survivor still holding that B cap. Orca still very passively since that starting play. Allison and Nico here pretty much permanently spotted. Edgar just trying to apply some pressure. General here also keeps getting spotted. They have to make a move soon, otherwise they are going to lose on points. Loka now going to cross that 800 threshold here. Endgame now over 100 points behind. Great shot there from Spassy into Allison. Just pushing down that HP a little bit more. Rashford here now pushing in with his bad chat. Edgar in support. Rashford takes a huge amount of damage from the crossfire. Edgar here trying to get safe. They are going to focus down Allison here. And Edgar takes a huge amount of damage as well. Gets focused here by Rico and the Sheridan. Baron here also looking to push over. And it's really not looking good. Edgar here gets finished off by Kadolek, and this seems to be Loka's game here. They are gonna cap base B as well. And the points are just too precious here. Nicola now pushing onto Nico with Lego, but it's not going to be enough. And they win their first round on Canal quite solidly. Good game here from Loka. Definitely a very interesting strat here with those two bad chats. Especially Orca there pushing onto B. Very risky. Gets punished. And that was basically where it all spiraled then down. Hit points were just absolutely in the favor of Loka here. And then won it over time with that great push onto the C cap. And then just running down the clock. Strat not seeming to work in this current formation here. Or there were some communication errors. But it seems that the double bad chat will stay. Now Winch in, Rashford out. And Spassy keeps playing his grill. Nicola now in an ice for double 113 as well. Loka going for a triple IS4 this time. Double E5 Sheridan and grill again. Karolek and Ellison here switching their tanks. As well as Ariana. And endgame here. Looking to win this match to tie it again. If they lose on this match, they're gonna be down 2 and have to win the next 2 in order to force a tiebreaker here, else it's not gonna look good for endgame. Mobility here again, definitely on their side. But it seems to stay. Is this gonna be enough to just have mobility? Or not? Game 2 on map 2 now, about to start. Endgame here, looking forward to redeeming themselves. Definitely Orca there after that crucial misplay at the start. Hit points here not looking as bad as before, now only a 1000 HP difference. Those two badgets not carrying a lot of hit points, same going for the grill. And let's go straight into the air here. And it seems to be that EG is abandoning our cap D, looking to pressure B immediately here. But Loka, with just 3 tanks in there, is gonna cap C faster. D now already being capped by Karolek here. Winch not yet moving, seems to be AFK. For whatever reason he may have. General and Lego here already pushing through. Orca now capping A. Cap pressure here now on endgame. That point disadvantage. Winch here is gonna get spotted by Karolek very soon if he's not careful. Lego and General now in their position are gonna get spotted by the ice fort. Actually not happening, they outspotted him. Survivor now here in a quite strong position. Nicola and Edgar have to be careful. Winch now found out by Karolek and is gonna farm him, of course. Really unfortunate here for endgame. Winch taking another one. Rico then helping him out. And that's it for Winch. Already one tank down. The push here coming now from endgame. General here with Lego pushing onto the ice fall. Orca there coming in and support. Not a lot has happened yet. Edgar here being very aggressive. Takes one from the Sheridan. No damage taken yet on the side of Loka here. The grill just not working out yet. Survivor here the first one to take some damage from Edgar. Great heat there through the turret. Edgar taking some more though. Rico there with a great shot into his turret. And endgame is just really far behind now in points. Losing Winch there, really crucial. Rico here taking quite a bit of damage, getting spotted. But General takes one in return. The Ice 4 here pushing up. Nico now pushing up as well. Karolek is going to flank. And General takes another one. Nico now coming out to help. Edgar and Survivor still trading shots. Edgar takes another one. Karolek now in B. Bessie here is gonna put a nice AP into him. Resetting B. But it's not looking too good for endgame here. They've lost complete map control. One tank down as well. Down on hit points by 3000. And are currently losing on points. Nicola now taking damage as well. And Loka just looking super strong here. Not giving endgame a chance whatsoever. It's basically the same situation as before. Loka deciding for C and D. Endgame going for A and B. And it's just not working out. Nicola taking another. Edgar getting punished once again. Orca here trying to flank around. But it's just a little too late. Lego here taking his first bit of damage as well now. Edgar now down to 40 hit points. He is gonna get pushed down by Karolek. Nothing he can do about that. Baron takes a shot. Edgar here surviving the shot from Survivor. But gets picked up by Karolek. And Loka is not letting endgame any chance here. He's gonna take the map canal all for themselves. taking a 1-3 lead here. No clue what happened there to Winch. Like to know what was the issue. Next map now is Dynasty's Pearl. And let's have a short look on that. Now, with the Sheridans, getting into the park area is not the smartest idea because they have so many opportunities to shoot you that it's just strategically you're just going to bleed there. Cap C is really hard to take as well, and it's just not worth it in most situations. B is usually being kept first. Some teams are probably gonna try to push with heavies onto A hard. We're gonna see some mouses here, IS4s as well. And let's just have a look what the teams have decided for. When she apparently staying in. Loka going with a huge amount of IS4, 6 in total. And Allison in his STB. Loka here going for a quadruple IS4, double E100 and an STB as well from Spessy. Winch is gonna stay in. Wondering what happened there. And let's jump right into map number 3 and match number 1. Endgame here has to win this, otherwise they are going to go home. And Loka will take down this victory here with a 6-man strong IS4 army. Let's turn on chat in case anyone is saying anything. Hit points here in favor of Endgame, those two E100s having quite a nice HP buffer there. Just a bit more than the Ice Force. RG here and Winch taking the E100. And what the SCBs are going to be achieving here is going to be crucial for this round. Both teams looking to enter the park area here. Spessy and Allison gonna see each other in a moment here, spotting them out. Baron now spotted, Winch is spotted, RG as well, the E100s have been seen. Nico here pushing straight onto C together with Survivor and Rico, but deciding not to cap it, pushing straight through onto Orca here. Survivor drawing back Spessy, who has to reposition here. Winch and RG now entering the middle. Orca here is being pushed first, is gonna get focused by 3 IS4s. Nico here taking some damage. Edgar trying to shield, not yet successful. Nico taking some more. E100s now in B. Nicola taking some damage. Nicola taking some more. Gets focused here by these IS4s. Really good focus fire by Loka. These E100s. RG there bouncing on Baron. And the IS4s here just gonna keep on pressing. Ariana and Survivor are gonna keep on pushing forward. Winch here taking one from Survivor. Bessie now in A as well. They're trying to play for points, but it's not gonna work out. Endgame now 3000 hit points behind. Rico here pushing straight onto Edgar, who is gonna be the target to be focused here. Nicola also down very low in hit points. Edgar here survives a shot from Survivor. Orca gonna finish off Nico. Nicola here is gonna get picked up by Baron. And Orca is the next to fall, and this is the game for Loka to win. Not sure what Winch is doing, but it seems to be crashes. Edgar here complaining about it. And Winch seems to have connection issues. Unfortunate, but Loka is not gonna hold back here. RG is gonna get focused. General is now out of this. And Spessy will be picked up, and then it's just Winch again in his E100. As you could see a moment ago, his tracks were moving, so he was still in battle. Has probably been disconnected here. And Loka is gonna win this match. Allison here the first to find Winch. And this is just very unfortunate. Loka here with a very strong performance overall. Focus fire there and that ice 4 push really working out nicely. Endgame just no way to answer that. And is gonna lose their second round here. In total already. Winch here seemingly really hard connection issues. Not able to do any damage. Karolek here and Allison doing a great job. Both 2 kills with 3.7k damage. Danner and RG here trying their best, but to no avail. And it doesn't seem to have worked out for endgame. Seems that I was able to figure out what happened to Winch. It was also a crash on Canal. He crashed twice. So that's really unfortunate there for endgame. But it's nothing that they can do. And Loka takes up the victory here. Let's have a look at the chart. If any of the other games have already been decided here. Legion and Souls are still playing. Of course you can watch all these games on the other YouTube channels. Right here already beat Immer 4-0. So they are until now unbeaten. Immer not able to win anything just yet. APA here still fighting Vale. So only 2 matches are over out of 4. Should have checked when the next one is gonna start as well. Let's have a look when that will be. It will be in roughly 30 minutes, so we have quite a lot of time on our hands. So why don't we make it like this, that you guys send me in some replays maybe on Discord in PM, or maybe even on the on my PMs, and I could show them. I'm just gonna have a look if I can already find one. Maybe that I could. Don't know how old this is. I can show it. Let me just download this one replay here. See if we can open it. I don't know if this is the right version. I'm just hoping it is. And it seems to be the case. So we have the One Entity Gaming YouTube here in his standard B on Alpenstadt. Is playing in the T8 battle here, so definitely has some sort of advantage here. Has no camo. Alright, now real talk. I get it. Camos are expensive, but if you really want to push your gameplay to the limit, camos are needed. Even if it's just 3%, 4%. These small percentages can make a huge difference in the end. So always put on camos and take 3 provisions. But he still has a great result. I'm gonna shut up. As you can see as well, he only has 15 heat and 20 HE. So definitely probably free to play player, I'm assuming. So let's see what he's gonna be able to accomplish here. is gonna move into the standard position here for the mediums. He just saw what the AMX said. I would also just, that's why I have my chat closed for most times now, because that is just really not the greatest thing to happen. Great blind shot there, and plays it very passively in the start. Quite a bit cheeky there, going against that, whatever it was. And it seems that red team here is pushing quite aggressively onto the city, reversing up here to shoot that SU. Puts his first shot in. He's gonna put a second in, and he's gonna now move forward. It seems that he has hit a second shot, and it seems to be a mobile player as well. Has loaded DHE here, is looking to pick up that SU. Wants to go for that kill. And there he is. Puts in the first, puts in the second, and picks him up. And should now retreat, but is a bit greedy here. Only tracks the E1 as well. Takes one, which he could definitely have avoided. And has to back off here, the reload of the standard being not the greatest when you pump out all 3 shots. Has 2 now back in his drum. Great attempt here, looking around the corner. Really tries to make the best out of it, aiming here for the Moisture Cupola. Really tough shot to do actually, the Moisture Cupola is very trollish, but he managed to pen it anyway. Waits for a second shot, the third shot actually, and puts it in, and finishes off the Moisture for kill number 2 on his talent. Loading HE here, I'm definitely knowledgeable about the weak side and back armor of the Americans. Should load back his HE, and so he does. Waited for his third shot to come in, and is gonna unload all of his 3 shots into this E1. Bit of a low roll there with his last shot. Now already up to 3k damage. He's gonna put another one straight in. Bit of a poor aim there. E1 moving just in the right moment to avoid the shot. But is now a one shot thanks to the E1, and is gonna get picked up by Entity. Score now 4-4. He's still on 900 hit points, 3.5k damage. Not a bad result so far. Looking to put a shot there into the M103. Aims in for long. Takes his time and low rolls quite heavily there. M103 was a 2-shot easily with average rolls, but RNG not quite in his favor there. And now just a 50/50 whether he could one-shot him or not. But Super Pershing puts one straight into him. Kind of rushes that shot. And puts one into the conch. Wasn't a 1v3 situation here, so we are on the lookout for a Kolobanov. On 4 kills already, 4k damage. He is a 2-shot for the conch. But if they decide to shoot HE, he's definitely gonna get toasted here with the next one. AV4 here being quite toxic towards Entity. Not looking too good so far. He is looking to find a way to put one into that conch. Still quite healthy, that man. Puts one straight and tracks the Conqueror in a very good position here. And is able to pick him up here. Really nice work from Entity. He's gonna reload his clip again. And there's already the Ferdinand. He's a free shot, so he wants to get his free, of course, back into the drum. Ferdinand here closing the distance, probably not the best idea here. Entity is gonna get around to flank him. Puts his first shot in. He's gonna put the second in. Ferdinand there rolling super high. Puts an HE into the side to secure the victory and gets an amazing 6-kill round. Really nice game here by Entity, scoring 6,200 damage. Gets a Kolobanov, Ace Tanker of course, 1,700 base XP. Really well played by this man. But of course, because he's not from EU, I cannot view his statistics. Shot ratio here, really good, only missed one shot. Really well played. And GG. Still have about 20 minutes, so if you have some replays, feel free to send them to me on Discord, either in PM or on my Discord server. And whilst we don't get any, let me just search some from my server. Link to that is in the description. And I know this is too old. This is from the old pack. I sadly cannot use this one. Can I find a replay? I don't have a good one myself saved up, do I? I do, but they are realistic. We still got a good amount of time, so let's just ask around. Because I don't think anyone wants to see my gameplay. Gameplay of others is, I think, a bit more interesting. Let me just check some other stuff. Some messages. Yeah, we have one replay here from Layla in an ELC. No screenshot to it, so let's just have a look. Anyway, on that rail here. Oh god, there's no camo again. I feel like you sent this just to trigger me. But let's have a look anyway. So, okay, ammo loadout, no adrenaline here. Normal provisions as well, nothing to complain. Quite aggressively here on the side of the light tanks and mediums. Not a lot happened yet. Heavy's down there. Quite slow. Collector there and support. Not a lot so far has happened. Just to be careful there, that Leopard can put quite a big amount of damage into the ELC. That's not a shot spot you can blind shot. If you want to blind shot, you aimed there. That's not a spot to blind shot. There is the bush. Just for clarification. Just gonna give some tips here into this replay. Heavy has been spotted in the middle. Not realized it just yet. Nice kill there onto the A20. Looking for shot on the Leopard. Nothing. Too surprising that the M8 just pushing over. Part now has been taken out. There's the KV-1 spotted from earlier. Good shot there into the... Was that the turret? I can't tell. Looked like the hole, but it entered the turret. Aiming for the weaker part of the armor there. Really nice. You could put out one more shot before he reloads. Yep, just like that. Waiting for the KV-1 to approach here. Not looking, so another one in. Really nicely done. That shot is worth to take considering you get a kill for it. Not using a repair kit here. There's no danger, so there's no need for it. I'm gonna push on the M7. Nice kill there. Just the SU left, probably picking up by the Leo. Yep, and it's just 2 BDRs left here. And this game looks like a victory here. By Layla. In her tiny little... with no camera. Not gonna attack the... or is... trying a careful approach here, but you should be a bit quicker with that, because once they regroup, it's gonna be not good times. Nice shot there into the lower part of the tank. Now just the 2 and 3 for these BDRs here. Nice try there. Shooting the weak spot. Not quite managing to hit it. RNG, they're just not wanting you to hit that spot. Leopard there being quite aggressive. The Alecto not being too successful either. You should go for the other BDR. Not quite sure why you don't focus fire down the one with less hit points. Would be a bit of a smarter move, but it's a 2-on-1, so I guess it's also doable. Packet here in use. Makes sense. Bounces on the back of the BDR, that's a bit of a feels bad. Auto aim, not really the best idea. You should just aim manually, especially on the back of that thing. Nice! Fire there. Aimed right into the back of the tank, so not too bad. Finishing up the kill with auto aim. 1.7k damage already. Just 1 BDR left. A teammate still alive. And that man is stopped. So this should be a victory here for Layla. And she does pick up her 5th kill. 2k damage. Quite a good result. And gets an ace tanker as well. Really good game there. A bit of a slower approach, but not everything has to be hectic and super aggressive, right? Alright, we're getting a lot of replays here. I know the result of this one, so I'm gonna take it. It's from our lovely good old tryhard, GC himself. I think I know what this replay is gonna be. But let's have a look anyway. Plays this match on Castilla here. No enemy tier 10 medium, only got a standard B, but there's still a Batchet and an E1 of course. Each team has a Batchet and a Sheridan as well as a 54, so they are in mobility advantage. That's for sure. Got 1 heavy less though, so that's maybe a bit of a downside. He's definitely using calibrated shells here. Double food and fuel, he's using a camo. And quite a lot of HE here actually. Not sure as to why. But the Leo one carries quite a lot of shells anyway. Quite an early adrenaline here. Puts already 2 shots into that standard. Trying to peek there on that E1. Gets a shot on E1. Misses the rocket, and he seems to like that quite a bit. The thing with these E1 players, a very unfortunate bounce there, is some of them really seem that you need to fire rocket constantly. That's a misconception. It's actually better if you play these things with APCR only. Another unfortunate bounce there. And you already got to see one of the weaknesses of this tank. It's the Amaranth. As you were able to see, the bad shot just shot him once in the hole. Amaranth already damaged, so you gotta have to be careful with this tank. Because you do not want to get Amaranth. And second shot, Amaranth again. Used both of his repair kits now. Nice heat into the lower plate of that E100. Up to 2k damage already. Scores 2-2. Yeah, not really good position wise. They are quite cornered. Lost their TD already. Lost one of their tier 10s. Hit points here definitely in favor of the enemy. With those 2 tier 10 heavies still alive. Great push here onto the standard B. Nice high roll there. Really fortunate. Looking to get that E1. Auto aim is gonna finish the job. Really nicely done. 3k damage already here on the board. Feed into the turret. Nice block there. On the... is it gun mantle? Gun shield? Yes, it's a gun mantle mode. E1 can do that. He's gonna use his adrenaline here for increased DPM on the E100. Definitely respectable. Not even turning around anymore to bother. Really smart decision making here. Nice track shot there on the I7. Who uses a repair kit. Instantly seeing that 704. Very good awareness. Puts one in. Takes one though from the 704 and bounces his return shot. Puts one more into him. Has to be careful here. Doesn't want to take another shot. Puts a great one into the I7. Now it's just a 704 left, and this is gonna be a victory here. 6000 damage already on the board. Once that last bit of damage. 3 kills and a really strong result from our lovely old tryhard. Gets an ace. 6.2k damage, 1.5k base experience. Not a bad result at all. And because we're running a bit short on time here, not sure if I can show another replay. I've shown this on stream before. No, they are too long. Just gonna be waiting. We could have another look at the chart. How the people are doing. We don't want to miss another game, of course. Have a look if the match of Legion is finished. 4-2 victory here against Souls, who are still without a victory, as well as Imor. Raid has won their match as well. And Vale has beaten APA, who are next to face off against Endgame. So the current standings are Legion and Raid still in the top spot with 3 points. Vale and Loka with 2, Endgame and APA with 1, and Souls and M are still on their 0. And today is gonna probably decide a lot, as well as next week, because it is pretty much just a couple of games left. Not a lot here to really get a lot of wins. We have another look here. So, Endgame currently not in the top 4. Still has to play against APA today. Imor, who doesn't seem to have the best start, Raid and Vale as well. 2 very strong teams still to come for Endgame. And they can't really afford to lose any more matches now. They really have to put up basically flawless from now on to really make it into that top 4 to sneak in. They'll definitely have to beat Vale for that. They might not have to beat Raid, but we have to wait and see how that is gonna turn out to be. Vale today is also gonna play Immor. So today really is gonna be about who plays what and how the results will be deciding. I'm not going to play a tournament. Ali 6.2, is it really? Did I make a mistake? Yes, I made, because I also use a Gunrunner. I have to apologize. I completely messed up the numbers there for the Leopard 1 reload. I do reach out. It's just that with delay, it's not really easy to communicate, so that won't be a thing of possibility, which is, and also when I'm commentating, that's not really gonna work. Gonna wait now until the game is gonna start, or at least the room is open. Not quite yet. Is the game exactly starting? In 7 minutes, I could show a replay then. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I forgot. But I guess we're not. We better not. We've seen what happened last time. Oh no. Let me just drink something. Alright, we are back in business. Yeah. Room should be open up in 1 minute. We have a quick overview of the maps that we are going to be playing. They will be, once it has loaded, Castilla, New Bay, then Winter Malinovka, and if needed as a tiebreaker is going to be Oasis Palms. So we've seen them play on Winter. No, we haven't. We haven't seen these maps yet, have we? So we're gonna see some new strategies here from endgame. At least I will. Some of you might have already seen them. But I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure. Could get a room invite any second now. And there it is. Loading. And let's just hop right into the room really early here. On the side of APA. For no good reason whatsoever. And we're gonna be watching Castilla first. Endgame is gonna start in the south. And let's just have a quick overview of the map. So Castilla, you have two options. If you are starting on red spawn, you usually could go to A or B or C, because they are quite easily accessible by just roads. For the green spawn, B is not so easy to get to, or it's not a quick one, and A is pretty much not capable from the green base unless it's completely been abandoned. So C is usually the option. You might see some TDs at the houses behind B or a TD on the C hill. And yeah, I'm expecting to see at least one TD in this matchup. And let's just have a look and see what both teams will be taking here. And it seems that APA is gonna go for quite a mobile lineup. He having a waffle selector. Don't think he's gonna play that though. If he does, I would be super surprised. Enough of there in his mouse, sitting in the middle. The leader, or the team leader, putting himself in now. Not really sure if you want to take a mouse on this map, so he will probably change. IS4 has been moved out, and he takes an E5 instead. So for APA, we have our finalized setup, which is double E5, one IS4, double T22, one Sheridan, and the 268. And with that, you can pretty much safely say they will try to do some shenanigans at B. But if they will focus on C or A, I can't tell just yet. Endgame here is looking to play with a double Sheridan, double E50M, double IS4, and possibly a T22 medium here. Gonna be interesting to see how they are gonna use those E50Ms effectively. Usually you take those for rushing or countering T22 mediums, because those are like one of those tanks that can do that really well. And if that is the case, then they're hitting it right on the money here with APA going with two T22s. But they're not quite ready yet, and just looking at the lineups, it seems APA will have a mobility advantage. If you want to look at from the standpoint that the E5s have a speed boost. But tanks alone and no consumables aside, endgame here, definitely with quicker tanks. With those two Sheridans and two mediums. Possibly three. Over one Sheridan and two mediums on the side of APA. And Winch is back at it once again. With another Sheridan. And I don't believe that's what he wants to take. And if it is, then I'm really interested to see how triple Sheridan is gonna work here on Castilla. They're definitely gonna be wanting to put at least one of those on the sea hill and at least one towards the castle there. First game is gonna be about to start here. APA Monkey Gaming versus Endgame as clan name and team name. And we're jumping right into game number 1 here. We are just awaiting some plays. Let's hope that Winch's connection problems have been fixed. And let's go straight into the air. You see two speed boosts already in the Sheridans. Walker here going straight towards the castle area. Double Sheridan going towards the sea hill. E50Ms here going via the middle. APA here sending one Sheridan up, probably to spot via that bush. E5s here. And the Ice Force are being sent towards A, are spotted out here by Winch. And Ernest already taking his first share of damage. T-22's here. Wanting to go up the hill, but it seems that Cap A is the first call here. Nicola and Spessy are gonna get C, so cap advantage already established for endgame. Orca here with a very defensive Sheridan position to immediately drop down if necessary. Two E50Ms here already rotating together with Winch. In quite a passive position. Nicola here now quite aggressive. Rashford in a sniping position. And the T-22's here quite far forward. Wisner here in his Ice Force slowly creeping into the city. Jennifer here just holding the spawn together with Ernest. But little do they know, no one is planning to go there. Orca here in a very interesting position. Have not seen that in use before. And it seems that APA is going to be repositioning here. Blind shots coming in from the 268. T-22's E5s here all grouping up in the spawn of APA. They are trying some blind shots here, not quite working out. Rashford already has fallen down. Nicola is gonna be able to spot Wisner here. And there comes the push. With the E5s, with the T-22 mediums. They are gonna go hard on C. Rashford won't be spotting this. But Spessy might from his position here. If he just looks a bit more aggressive. And it seems like that this spot has been seen. E5 here taking his first bit of damage. Nicola fighting Wisner already in the middle. Orca here repositioning the E50Ms. Moving into a different position as well. Rashford here has to be very careful not to get pushed. Ernest taking some more damage. General already taking a 600 here. Jennifer the first one to take the push and lead. Rashford here will get focused down and he will die very early. A lot of DPM here on these tanks. Markia here already down to quite a bit of hit points and we to quite a bit of lag, unfortunately. Jennifer and Rashford have been traded here. Hit points in favor of endgame. General here, the first one to get focused next. Edgar trying to shield. Cappy here is the target to get focused. And Wisner is getting taken out by Orca here. Hit points and guns are equal. Cappy here has to be careful with his T-22 medium. And Edgar is gonna get focused. Spessy here in his Sheridan, currently on the run. Winch disconnected once again. Really unfortunate here for endgame. Winch definitely here would have made the deciding factor. But one tank completely out of the fight is just nothing you can recover from. And he will get taken out here by Masi from his 268. Nikolai here taking Cap B now, trying to somehow manage to win by points. Spessy here fighting Froggy. Puts one more in but gets taken out instead. Orca now on the run. Nicola here in the middle has been pinned down. Is aiming to get down Froggy here and is able to finish off. Kill Ernest now in B. Puts one shot into Nicola. Points here ticking against endgame. And Orca here pushing in onto Ernest with a high roll. Could pick him up here, but low rolls instead. Gets into B and gets picked up by the e5. Just Nicola left. And quite a disappointing result here. Really good focus fire from endgame. But with one tank less, there's just nothing they can do. Winch here, only able to deliver one shot. And good damage share here from APA, Yennefer, and Visnad. Just getting focused out a little bit too early. And Spessy here, doing a great 3000. But it's to no avail if you have one guy that disconnects mid-battle. EG must be quite frustrated already. RG has been put in, and F as well. Rashford has been moved out. And point lead now already there for APA. And we can already see the new lineups. APA opting to go with double E5, double T22, one IS4, 1-1-1-3, and a 57 heavy, so no Sheridan here. Very interesting to see that one 57 heavy on its own. And endgame here going with a triple IS4, double 268 and double Sheridan. So they are gonna pretty much 100% for sure going to play over B and C, setting up these 268s on the C hill. I've seen teams doing that before with two Sheridans. You can be quite flexible with spotting. The IS4 is probably gonna hold somewhere around B or C, depending on what Appa is going to be doing here. And we head straight into game number 2 here, endgame with that double 268 double Sheridan and triple IS4 against APA's one IS4 double T22 double E5 57 heavy and 113. HP here quite equal, but in favor of APA at the start of the game. Double Sheridans here immediately on the push for A. Whilst APA sends their mediums and the 57 heavy through the middle, push here onto Cap C. Edgar will be seeing this and has to be careful not to get pushed. Orca already set up, does not able to connect this shot here. Neither is Edgar. A has been capped. And here's a quick BC cap from the T22 mediums and E5. Cappy here taking quite a lot of damage, gets capped. I'm tracked as well. Froggy here taking one from the Sheridans. And good HP lead already for endgame here. Nicola and Lego holding back here. Bessie is gonna find the 57 heavy and puts a great shot into him. Masin here not able to put the return shot in. Ernest here gets tagged again. Lego and Nicola there. Great support fire. And APA bleeding very early here already. No HP loss yet on the side of endgame. In a very strong position here. Especially the first one to lose a little bit. In his Sheridan. He's gonna go quite aggressively here and is gonna find the 57 heavy once again. Putting one more shot into him. F here is gonna join him. And Yennefer taking a bit of damage as well. Has to be careful here. Edgar moving up to keep them spotted. T22 mediums now have been seen. Not a lot of damage done yet. Nicola, the first one to take actual damage from APA here. And those Sheridans just trying to loop around And that was a very beautiful rocket here by F. Just only hitting the track of Machine in his 57 heavy. But a really nice curve. I don't know if you saw that. And there's the next one coming in. Great rocket here, F. Beautifully done. Really knows how to use the rockets well. But the points are ticking here against endgame. Nikola now in B. Mokia in his 113 is gonna take some damage. And they are gonna push on Nikola here. Masin is now a one-shot. Mokia here taking a lot of damage. Getting double tapped by the 268. Is being taken out now. Edgar has 2 on himself. Masin is now taken out as well. Nikola here has to be careful. Cappy is been finished off. And Spessy now in B. Edgar here is still alive. Froggy taking some damage. These 268 working out really well. Spessy here putting one straight into Ernest. And a big HP lead here for endgame. And it's their game to win. 6000 HP lead. And it's just getting more and more. Still 6 tanks left alive. Ernest now has been taken out. And it's just Visna. And Jennifer left. F here coming in. The man with the rockets really knowing how to use them. And those 268s, Orca and RG just working out beautifully there. Really well played. Yep, Orca here, 3400 damage. Spessy 3000 as well. Only Edgar here, who has been holding really nicely. Dying there against 4 tanks, I believe. And Machine here not able to do any damage. Getting absolutely humiliated by these Sheridans. F here doing a fantastic job. And really well played. By both teams. Moving on to the next map, we have New Bay, one of the latest additions to the map pool and to the game itself. Features an easy to cap base B for green team and C for A team, for red team, sorry. A is a bit more difficult and usually is been avoided in tournaments, but the bridge is still being utilized in tournaments. So we're definitely gonna see some play around in the middle of the map, in the parking area. So let's just say in the lower quarter is what we are going to be probably seeing the most action. And the lineups are pretty much ready here. APA opting to go with 1 mouse, 157 heavy again, 1 E5, double IS4, 1113 and an STB. So a lot of heavies here, 6 in total. Endgame going for a double 50B, 1 STB, double Sheridan and double IS4. Endgame here going for more mobility, and I'm still holding a lot of firepower with those double 50Bs, definitely going to be assassinating someone. No Sheridans on the side of APA, 2 on the side of Endgame. And there is already from the start going to be an HP difference that General and Edgar in their 50B will have to work off of. 2000 HP here difference before the game has yet to be started for APA, starting in the south of it. And we can already see an interesting movement here. The 2 IS4s with the mouse are going to get base C, whilst the rest is looking to take a bit more of an aggressive approach here on the bridge and in the middle. F here is gonna cap B, and the caps are gonna be in favor of APA, just capping a split moment before F has been done. Lego here already spotted. And Jennifer here, the first one to take damage. Nice shot here by Lego. APA here looking to make a push in the city. Jennifer taking a second one from Spessy here. And there's the push. The 113 eyes for the mouse. 57 heavy. They're all gonna get themselves into B. Or at least now are. A is gonna get capped though. The two Sheridans already in there. And the counter push here from endgame already prepared. Nikolai here, the first one to go in. Edgar in general, as well as Lego in the back. No one spotted yet. Really careful approach here by both teams. The Sheridans already flanking around. Have found Ernest. Is now Lego and Nikolai now spotted each other. Nikolai here now moving forward, not able to pen a shot, takes one from Visna. Trading here not on point, Lego takes one. Those 50Bs holding back quite nicely, waiting for the rest to push in. Visna is the first one to get focused here. Takes a bit more, Nikolai here also taking quite a lot of damage. Shardens and STB now moving in, Ernest is the first to be focused. HP here has been pretty much equalized now by endgame. Nikolai the first one to die, too froggy here. Lego now the next target of APA. Ernest is now out of the game. Yennefer now focused down by the 50Bs. Both now on a reload. Froggy here taking the last bit of damage. And now HP nearly the same. Visna here. First one to get taken out. Gun advantage for endgame. F here. Pushing in quite boldly with his Sheridan. Takes quite a lot of attention and damage. The 50Bs here coming in. Focus on the 57 heavy. On the 113. Mouse entirely being ignored. You should not shoot the mouse. It doesn't have a lot of DPM. It has armor. And that's why you want to leave it for last. Froggy here. Still alive. Orca gets taken out. The 50Bs on reload. Spessy here picking up the 113. And this game is pretty much decided. Edgar here picking up Froggy. And now it's just Cappy left in his mouse. Really well maneuvered here by endgame. Keeping the 50Bs back. Waiting for APA to push in. And then pushing into the side with the Sheridans and the STB. Really well execution. And really well played by endgame. Spessy here doing 4000 damage. Main damage dealer and the 50Bs both over 3000 have worked out amazingly. Lego and Nikolai here not there to do damage whatsoever but to take it. And the rest was just delivered beautifully. Really well played here by endgame. Coming back from this. And now in a 2-1 lead here. APA going for even more armor as it seems. Taking 2 mouse and an E100 now. But oh, that's full heavies this time. On the side of APA we have 1 E5 Yennefer, double mouse and E100 and triple 113. That's a lot of hit points to chew through. An endgame here going for a double eyes for double E5, double Sheridan and Rashford in the 268. So mobility here definitely in favor of endgame, even if it's not a lot. APA there going with more quick heavies other than the 2 mouses in the E100. But they have hit points, they have the armor. Endgame has firepower and mobility. So either brute force or maneuverability is gonna come out on top here. On map number 2, match number 2, APA versus endgame. And we hop right into it. Now endgame here of course wants to win this. They do not want to lose. And give APA the chance to get back. APA here trying to equal out the result of this. And if we have a look, yeah, there it is. 3000 HP difference here. Endgame definitely has to get their money's worth. Out of Rashford, out of Orca and F. Both of those three, or all of those three, will have to be delivering in a great amount. Orca here going straight into C, F spotting in the middle. APA here going full on B with their German super heavies going through the middle, where the encounter cap is going to be. The rest of endgame here all going to the bridge. They will see these heavies. Yennefer here already taking a couple of shots when crossing. They are gonna go straight onto C. Quick realization here by Orca not to take that fight. Kapi here, the first one to take another bit of damage. Nicolat now taking some shots as well. Not able to reload just in time, and Froggy here getting his way out of it as well. A has been capped by Rashford. Cap pressure now against endgame. 2 E5s on the bridge. The Ice Force now going to flank around here. And APA with a huge defense on both C and B. Taking entire park area here. With a nice defense. A really nice one. There go there. Nicola has been seen by Massi. F now spotted as well as Orca here. Froggy taking 2 shots from the Sheridans. Was not prepared for that. Good shots there by both of those Sheridans. Putting huge amount of damage into the 100. Just equalizing those HPs a little bit more. Now already down to 1300 difference. Except for the 3000 they started with. And if we're here just holding the angle. Same as everyone else, the clock is ticking. It's 2 caps to 1. Ernest here has been spotted in his mouse. Nicola and Lego there. Trying to do something against Massin. Just not able to do so just yet. Rashford hasn't put in a shot just yet. The TD not working out as of this moment. And no rotations here. From APA, they're just gonna hold their position. And it seems to be the push to make from endgame here. Rotating around. F, Edgar General and Rashford here. Teaming up with Lego. All getting spotted while crossing here. At least General. The rest is still unseen. F here joining them as well. Orca coming from the other side, keeping Kapi spotted. And the E5s have been spotted now. No damage done yet. Only Lego to take some. Orca there trying to cause some trouble on the side. Ernest taking some shots. Everyone here in very strong defensive positions. Just trying to make that one shot of damage. Orca here coming into the back of Kapi. Lego here taking a lot of damage. The push comes into C. General and Edgar there in the back together with Rashford. Yennefer here, the first one to be focused. As well as the 1-1-3 here instantly going out. Lego is now out of the fight. Hit points are way in favor of APA here. By nearly 4000. The Sheridans here now coming in as well. Nicolat the first one to be focused. Froggy here down to a 1-shot. And the push here onto the E5s. Rashford here looking to put one straight into the 1-1-3. Is able to do so. 1-1-3 is out of this. Nicola just dying as of now. F is gonna pick up Yennefer here in his Sheridan. Edgar wasting a shot there. Massin the next target to be focused. F taking another shot of damage. Rashford here fighting off Ernest. Not able to do so. General there hitting the gun of the dead IS-4. Hit points way in favor of APA. Equal amounts of tanks here. Edgar trying to block Marcin from going on to General. Really well played there. General is gonna die to Marcin. F has capped base B. But it's just too little. Too late. Edgar here is gonna die, gets ammo wrecked. F picks up Marcin, but there's just nothing he can do. Against 4000 HP of Mouses, he's a one-shot in the Sheridan. And APA is gonna tie here once again, making the score 2-2 against Endgame on Ubay. F here, putting another rocket into Cappy, who is even trying to get into B, and the game is over. Win here for APA. These Mouses working out pretty nicely. Both doing 3000 damage. Edgar here, top damage dealer for endgame. F, also a great job here. Lego just getting absolutely annihilated at the start. Rashford just not working out whatsoever with his 268. And the 113 here. Focused down early, but absolutely annihilated. And we jump right onto the next map here, which is Winter Malinovka, and let's have a quick look at the map. We have Cap A, which is the medium side, which you rarely ever see taken in tournaments, at least in the current meta. You might see some T22 mediums, STVs or Sheridans fighting over it. Then you have what I like to call B ramp, which is the ramp from A towards B, where you could see FVs, though that is a rare pick now, 113s, E5s fighting it out there. B, of course, the main objective on this map, as C and A are like easiest to cap. B is the one that is going to be fought over the most and is providing a lot of hold down situations on the map, especially in the town area. And APA here already ready with double mouse, double T22 medium and triple E5, whilst endgame decides to go for triple 113, double Sheridan and double mouse. So a lot of armor here, a lot of DPM and mobility on both sides. Endgame going for the Sheridans, while APA is going for the T22, so DPM definitely in their favor in that regard. Though the 113s outclass the E5s just by a small amount when it comes to DPM. And let's jump into map number 3, game number 1 here. APA against Endgame. Scored 2-2. Hit points here in favor of APA, those T22s just having a bit more HP than the Sheridans. And let's go straight into the air, as we see the T22 mediums going straight towards A, as is the rest of Team Endgame here with their Sheridans and the 113s. The mouse is slowly making their way towards the middle. Everything has been spotted here from APA. E5s and T22 mediums. Marcia here already taking a shot, as well as Orca. 5s here have now been spotted. Cappy here already taking her first bit of damage. The mouses here, Edgar and Rashford now already moving in. E5s here pushing up quite aggressively, as well as the 113s from endgame. Mokia here quite aggressively. Ernest taking a huge amount of damage. Already deleted and down to 460 hit points. Mokia here taking some more. Cappy now getting focused. HP advantage for endgame here. Nearly 4000. Cappy is out. Mokia is the next one to get focused. Rashford is gonna pick him up. Nicola here takes some damage. And this game is already decided. RG here fighting off Marcin. Rashford holding back Froggy here. whilst Edgar and Yennefer are just enjoying their time together. Froggy here taking quite a bit of damage. HP advantage double now for endgame. The T-22 now out of the fight, and now it's just the two mouses left. Edgar here shooting down Froggy. Yennefer probably the next one to die here. General putting a max roll here into the mouse, and this game is over in less than 2 minutes. Really good push here from endgame. Really good focus fire from endgame. Annihilating APA completely. Not able to do any damage whatsoever here. The mouse is doing the most because of their longevity. And just look at this damage spread. Everyone above 2000 here. Even the mouses who don't have any DPM. RG here with a very solid 3.5. Really well played by endgame. And it seems there is near to no change other than RG switching to a 268. APA now has to react. They have to win this, otherwise endgame is going to take this victory. And APA here going for double mouse, double E5, 1 T22, 1 IS4 and a Sheridan. Whilst endgame is sticking with double mouse, double 113, double Sheridan and a 268. So mobility wise, I had put endgame here in the better position. Those 113s just a bit more maneuverable than the E5s. And of course those two Sheridans there. The mouses are just balancing each other out, and the IS4 is just not that mobile. And we might jump into the last game of today. APA versus endgame. Winterland Malinovka here. Winner either gets it to a tiebreaker or takes it home. And in case you didn't know, tiebreaker map will be Oasis Palm. So let's see if we will play on that map or if it will die early. APA here going with 1 IS4, double mouse, Sheridan, 1 T22 and double E5. Endgame here going for double mouse, 268, double Sheridan, double 113. HP advantage in favor of APA by about 1500 here. Orca going straight to A. General going to do an early spotting run here. Ernest here making his way towards A to go into a very interesting spotting location. 113 is here already going into the corner. Rashford here slowly going towards the middle. The mouses have been spotted. Ernest here as well. Edgar now has been seen. And Orca already the first to take some damage. Cap advantage is gonna go in favor of APA here. Nice shot here from Edgar. Putting one straight into Froggy. Rashford here has been spotted. RG backing up those two mouses. And General fighting it out with Ernest, who takes a shot from Orca here. Really well done. Or no, wait. It was Nicola. Great shot. Points nearly the same, but in favor of endgame. General here and Ernest keeping each other spotted. Rashford trying to find his enemy. And not a lot yet has happened. Some blind shots here by the E5s from APA. Ernest here spotted out once again by General. Orca here relocating a little bit, and as well as the 113s. They seem to want to make a push soon. RG here has repositioned as well. overlooking the town now a bit easier. HP difference is now down to 1000. Yennefer here trying to put one into general and takes a great rocket there. General aiming really nicely onto the mouse. Not an easy target to pen, especially with those rockets. Time is ticking. 500 points each. Orca now sitting in the middle, looking to spot some more. The 113s have grouped up now with the 268. Edgar and Rushford still full HP. Massine trying a blind shot. And Yennefer keeps getting spotted. Ernest here, looking to get someone to get spotted here. General still holding back there. And the call has been made for B by Yennefer. Rocket there. Coming in from General onto Yennefer, penetrating. The two mouses here from endgame slowly moving forward. Kappy here has taken some shots. The 113 have been spotted. The mouses here have to be careful to not get into a crossfire. Ernest here spotting again. Trade shots with General. And Edgar here looking to get into B. He's gonna side scrape in the middle of the road. HP advantage now for endgame. Not a lot yet has happened. Orca has grouped up with General. Ernest has fallen back by quite a lot. And they really seem to be hitting those shots into Yennefer, not able to do anything against it. Both penetrating their rockets really nicely. Rashford here slowly moving forward. Nicola now grouping up with Edgar. And the time and clock is ticking. Both teams have reached 800. More rockets coming in here onto Yennefer. One more penetrating. He's now down to a one shot. The push is being made here by both teams. APA now going in with all of their tanks. The E5s, the IS-4, T-22 medium, and the mouse now pushing onto Edgar and Nicola. General and Orca here pushing onto the mouse. Rashford is coming in. Lego and RG are coming in from the side. Edgar is out. Yennefer has been taken care of. HP now is very similar again. Nicola here, the next one to get focused. Rashford here. On two targets. Ernest has been taken out by General. The T-22, the next one to get focused. Nicola is out of the fight. And this is getting very close. The next kill can decide this match. Orca here picking up the T-22 medium. And are gonna win by points. That kill there by Orca, coming up over the ridgeline, getting into the T-22's back, finishing him off. Really well played. Those two Sheridans working out nicely. General here, doing nearly 4,000 damage. And APA, Yennefer here just not having an answer to those rockets, getting wilted down. The cross shots not working out for APA whatsoever. The E5s. And the T-22 and the IS-4 just sitting back for a bit too long. And then endgame just swooping them up really nicely. Well played by both teams. But endgame coming out on top in the end. Really well played here. And let's have a look at the chart. It's of course not yet updated, but let's have a look anyway to see if the games have ended. Legion is currently playing Raid, which is gonna be streamed by RIP, so if you want to see that, you can go over there. It might already be over. Vale has won both of their games today against Immor and APA, 4-0. And 4-2 respectively. Lokai here, who have beaten endgame, have also won against Souls. So they are now on 3 points, Vale on 3 points. Those two are already on 3, so one of them is gonna be on 4, the other on 3. So we have our top 4 currently, endgame on 2 points, APA still on 1, and Souls and Immor still decking down the bottom, not able to grab a victory here. Not looking too good for both teams. And it seems that if we have a look at the games that we, so me, will be commentating on Thursday, will be endgame against Immor and endgame against Vale. And unfortunately this game here I will not be streaming, as this is gonna fall under Rip's stream for Raid. So instead I will stream the last game of Legion, which will be against Immor. So just as a quick heads up. So these two will definitely not have a chance to get into the top 4. One of these two will have 4 points, and then one of those two will 3, and these two are on 3. Endgame is still on 2 points. They are gonna fight against Vale and Raid, so they still have a chance to get in. Let's have a look at Vale. They still have to play Raid as well. Loka still has to play Legion as well, and Raid. So the top 4 here is not yet decided, and it's not yet over. And I'm really looking forward to both of those games. We're just gonna be waiting for the other games to be finished. I don't quite know how long this will take. We're just gonna be waiting for a slightly bit. Legion here has beaten Raid 4-2. So Legion is currently on the leaderboard. So I think that's it for today, right? Loka has won their game, I'm pretty sure. If it would load. So Vale has played 4 to the finish. Come on, please load for Loka. Yep. Loka has finished their game and won against Souls. And then this will be the final, or the current list. It will stay like this. It won't change. Legion with 4 points, Raid with 3, Vale and Loka both with 3 points, Endgame with 2, APA with 1, and Souls and Immor are in last place with 0 wins. Actually, let's have a look. Are they going? They are going to meet each other, right? When will that be? That will be on Thursday. So yeah, this is basically it from me. There's not really anything else for me to do. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you all again next time. Bye bye.